You may applaud. We are joined today by a number of members of his extended family and his immediate family, and honored by that. His wife Merle is here, his children Daniel and Jennifer, and we're grateful that you could be with us to share this important moment, not just in the life of your family, but in the life of this nation. Also, we are very honored to be joined by some distinguished members of the House and Senate who provide enormously important and bipartisan leadership on matters concerning our nation's veterans. They include Senator Johnny Isakson, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Veterans Affairs, Senator John Tester, the committee's ranking member, Representative Phil Rowe, the chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs, and Representative Tim Waltz, the ranking member. Join me in thanking these members of Congress for being with us today. Few duties of the federal government are as important as fulfilling what President Lincoln promised, was that we as a nation would, quote, care for him who shall have borne the battle. Dr. Shulkin, President Trump has now called on you to lead this department charged with that same historic and solemn promise. And we are confident that you will continue to serve veterans with the same distinction of the time that you have already been in your present position, now in the leading role. You're a fine fit for the role. Early in life, you set yourself on a path of helping and healing others. After graduating from the Medical College of Pennsylvania, you went on to intern at Yale University, hold a residency at the University of Pittsburgh. Since then, you've established yourself as one of the nation's leaders in healthcare. You worked as the chief medical officer at the University of Pennsylvania Health System, as an executive at multiple medical organizations, including as president and CEO of Beth Israel Medical Center. And for the past year and a half, as I just alluded, you've served as Undersecretary for Health at the very department that President Trump has now called on you to lead. Your qualifications, and more than that, your compassion and your professionalism gave rise to the 100-0 vote confirming your nomination in the United States Senate. We know you'll be a great benefit, not so much to the Department of Veterans Affairs as to our heroes across this country, men and women who've served in uniform and to whom we owe a debt that our nation will never be able to fully repay. And we're grateful for your continued service. I know that President Trump and I have full faith that you will honor the service of these American heroes and fulfill our nation's solemn oath to fulfill the commitments and the promises that we've made to them for all that they have done for us. And so, if you'll join me in front of the flags, I'll administer the oath of office. With your left hand on the Bible and your right hand raised, please repeat after me. I, David Jonathan Shulkin, do solemnly swear.
I, David Jonathan Shulkin, do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
Of the office upon which I am about to enter.
On the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
We'll sign appointment affidavits.
official. Mr. Secretary, thank you.
Well, I'm going to be very brief. So, Mr. Vice President, I really want to thank you for this very great honor and for your support, and I want to thank President Trump for his confidence. Most important, this is a big day because it's Valentine's Day, so I want to make sure I recognize my wife of 29 years, Merle Barry. I think everybody knows when you go into service, your whole family does. My daughter Jennifer and my son Daniel, so I want to thank them. This is really such an honor to be able to serve our veterans, and I have such a obligation and duty that I feel to making sure that we give our veterans everything that they deserve. I think that we have a system that's doing terrific things with very dedicated people, but we all know we have a lot of work to do, and that's what I plan to do as secretary. People who know me know I can be impatient, especially my staff who are here. And so the irony is that before I got into government, I used to say to my staff when I ran hospitals, what's it going to take, an act of Congress? And then, of course, look where I am. So I truly want to thank and just so honored that our ranking and our chairman are here of both the House and Senate. Having their support and confidence and showing the American people that there's one thing that we all agree upon, and that is that our veterans deserve the very, very best that we can possibly do, just is the biggest gift that I think that all of us can have, that we're going to do what it takes together to make sure that this nation's veterans do have Lincoln's promise to bear to take care of those who have borne the battle for generations to come. So thank you very much.
Outstanding.
Great.
Thank you. Great job. Thanks, everybody.